Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today at Cherokee Lockpicking. Today I have a challenge lock in the vise and it is from K1 Locks. It is called Birth Defects. Here's the bidding on the key. And what I just received this yesterday, but the key does not go in the lock, so something's jammed up in there. I'm going to go ahead and try to pick this on camera, and once I get it apart, maybe I can figure out what the problem is. I don't know. It could have been just picked to death for all I know. So K1, if you happen to see this and I can't get this straightened around, you might want your lock back, I don't know, to see what's cooking with it. So anyway, I'm going to try get this open, see what happens. Something might be just messed up inside. I don't know, a spring caught. Could have seen its day. I don't know. It's hard to tell until I get it open. Okay. Does feel like something binding, but that could just be part of the challenge. I don't know. Let's see here. I'd lift up there to get something started. It was like binding. My dog's in. I don't know what she's doing. Acting silly. Feels funny in the back. Almost like it's, I don't know, smooth or something in the very back. Got some crunches going on here. Just lift it. Well, I got it open. Cool beans. Alright. Well, let's get into this thing and find out what's going on with it. So I'm not going to lock this guy up because key doesn't work like I mentioned. So got so many tools out here on my table. I should have cleaned the table off before I started in. This thing wants to turn on me. See if I can get it off this way. I can't see very good today. My eyes are I don't know what my eyes are doing. Okay, got that off. And I started turning it, so I better be careful. Don't want it to lock up. Let's find a shim here. See if we can get in there. Looks like I'm going to have to try to sneak up on the side of it. Yep. Looks like we're getting underneath it. I don't know if I'm under the first pin or not. Well, hopefully. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, we made it. And wow, well, I can tell you we got some work going on here. Okay, I'm just gonna lay them out first. Now, what do we have here? Try to get this light in here a little better. Supposed to have some lights coming for filming. Okay, looks like this first pin here has some work done to it. It's got like a little T-pin on top with a serration. The rest of them look standard. Now the core looks like a lot of work was, like a file was taken to it. I'm wondering if it was, the pins were in there when that happened. Yeah. Looks like the pins were filed too. So they're not straight, they're all at angles. Very sharp on the ends. Okay, let's see what we got inside of this. Besides being shaved off uneven. The first one is, it's got threading in it. Second one's got a real deep undercut. Third one's threaded, the fourth one's threaded. The fifth one has a undercut there too as well. Very sharp. I don't know what's hanging up. That could be part of the problem with the key pins. I'm not sure. Okay, let's take a look in the Bible, see what we got here. Okay. Yeah. Got a T-pin with the yeah, like a drunken spool. Here's another two-piece. Boy, no wonder. But I still don't know why the key won't work. Alrighty. Comes number 3. There's a little bitty spring. I'm going to go to the back. Whoa. Now that one just jumped out. And that just fell out too. I think the other part of this one fell in the other hole. I'm going to get the springs out first before I try to get that. I know something was in there. I saw it fall. Huh. I wonder if that could be the problem. Fill in the middle one, I think. Well, I know there's something stuck in there. I'm going to pull this cap off and look. Whoa, I got things popping everywhere. Where'd it go? I saw it. Seeing things. That is weird. Where's my light at? See if I can see it with this. Well, I wonder if it must have fallen somewhere. As I saw a little piece, and I'm wondering if it fell out and jumped somewhere. And I'll have to find it. I don't know where it went. Huh. That is weird. It's got to be on this table somewhere. Unless it just went flying. I will find it though. Okay, I'm going to turn this around and show you the pins. Oh, here it is. Oh, thank goodness. That goes there, I believe so. Usually, if there's a wafer with a drunken spool, it goes towards the spring, is the way I understand. So that doesn't get caught up. Okay, so I'm gonna try and zoom in here. And I'm gonna have to move my pinning tray a little bit, I guess. Get that in there. And I think I'm gonna stop there. I tend to keep moving around, it gets worse. Okay, so as I mentioned, this first key pin has work on it, a couple of deep serrations on it, and then like a little T-pin on top. I don't have my pinning glasses on, no wonder I can't see right. Okay. Alright, then 2, 3, 4, and 5 are standard pins, but I can tell the tops of them have been filed along with the top of the core here. So it's very uneven, which the object is to make a challenge lock. But then they can get turned. Sometimes the pins can get turned a certain way and they get caught up and you can't get a key in there. That's the only thing I can think of looking at this lock which would cause that, unless it's not the right key. But it looks like it by the pins, so size of the pins, let's put them in there and see. Okay, it looks like it would work. Okay. Okay, so now when I look at it, I don't know if you can see this or not. I need to get something else to point with. When you turn a cylinder, it's supposed to be, keys are supposed to be flat. And when I run my pick over this like that, I can see where maybe this last pin right here might be too high, and it's very sharp. I can catch it with the pick. So that tells me that it could be hanging up in the cylinder, and this one's kind of where it could be rotated too. Makes me think of a Medico. Anyway, how you have to rotate some of those pins to get it to turn. But you can make this one flat, but then when you start turning the core, you can tell it can get hung up on that edge right there. And if it gets hung up on that edge, I'm wondering, turning the key the other way, or just trying to get the key out. See what happens. It's wanting to pull out. It's wanting to snag up once in a while. Right now it's working pretty good. So once I get this back together, I do not know. See, it's hanging up now there. And it was moving fairly good, and now it's hanging up again. So if it's doing that coming out, it will do that going in as well. So I can't get the key to come out right now. I'm sorry, I'm not even frame, just blabbing away. See how it'll pull out okay, and then it snags up right there, and you can't get the key to come out any further. And that's without any pressure on top. So if there's pressure on top from the other pins, then you're really not going to get it out. So I don't know what to think here. Which one? I think it might be number, I don't know which one it is right now. I'm going to take this one out. That's not the one. That's number 3. I'm going to take out number 5. That's not it. I'm going to take out number 4. That's not it. I'm going to take out number 2. It was number 2 that's causing the trouble. How about that? Well, anyways, folks, there it is. K1 locks, birth defect. Maybe that's where the name came from. Have a good day, and thank you for joining me.